You asked for it. Here it is. It's a podcast from Apathetic Enthusiasm.
Oh my gosh.
Here we are.
What a great night for a podcast.
Always.
We are switching some stuff up tonight.
Is it going to affect you? Oh, it seems to have already affected you.
My hair's not combed. I'm ready to rock. Let's talk about this. Welcome to Our Real Relationships. I'm Brandon.
I'm Chelsea.
And we're switching things up. Kind of alluded to in the intro, where Chelsea is now in school.
Yes, that's true.
This is her first week of school.
Yes, that is also true.
And we have to do something a little bit different where we do this on the weekend, where we're much looser.
Yes.
Many looser.
Many looser.
And we're ready to rock. And so
I don't know if I'm much looser because I have to do homework on the weekend. So I'm always like, school mode, boo.
And I'm
adjust my mic here.
And I'm super loose because on the weekends is when I'm not focused, and I just do what I'm gonna do.
And yet you hung a screen door today.
I did. Well, my dad did mostly.
You were definitely there.
I was. I held. There was like 6 screws that I held in my mouth, like on the corner of my mouth. I was like, and he's like,
what did you have in your hands that you had to put the screws in your mouth?
Oh no, I was just holding the screen door up so he could.
Oh, okay. The screen door in your hand.
And so I was like, ooh, hey Dad, you want another screw? And
Then did you laugh? You laughed because you guys made a screw joke.
Yeah. Then I went to the emergency room because I choked on a screw.
Oh my gosh. Choke on this screw.
And that's what you get from a weekend edition of Our Real Relationships.
Wild and Lucy. Got a couple screws loose.
It's like in the Looney Tunes where they're like, oh, screwball. They just like a picture of a screw
and a baseball. Yep. I thought you were going to say we were switching it up because Dexter's actually already recorded his portion.
Yeah.
Which normally he waits until we do ours and he does his. But that kind of fits the theme of the movie we watched, doing things in reverse.
Yeah.
Because we watched Memento.
That's right. We watched Memento this week. We talked about this last week when we were covering, what movie did we cover? I just edited it like
Secret of Nim.
Like 2 days ago.
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods. Yes. So we talked about that. Like, let's talk about Memento. Like, we had some options, and this is one we went with.
That's right.
And so we're excited to talk about it. But before we get into that, there are a few things we have to do. Of course, we have to do the social media stuff.
Oh, this is always the most boring part.
Oh my gosh, Chelsea!
I hate this part.
Tell me,
you forgot to put on our lav mics. Does that matter?
No, it doesn't matter. What social media accounts do we have?
We're on Bluesky.
Yeah.
And we're never on X.
No, that's right.
Twitter.
That's right.
I think you can go on YouTube and put in Apathetic Enthusiasm and then go from there to find Our Real Relationships. And right?
Yeah.
And then you can also shoot us an email on the Gmail. And that is at what? Our Real Relationships
at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. That's easy. And then we're also on Instagram. Brandon's at Barnyard Cruise.
That's right.
And I'm at Chell to the Sea Cruise. I think that's right. I don't think it's Chell to the Sea. I think it's Chell to the Sea Cruise. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm hardly ever on it.
I'm just, I'm very, very impressed because, I usually have like a script right in front of me that I read verbatim. And you didn't have any script, and you just came up with it. It's just like bing, 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 boom,
and
bing,
yet,
boom.
Listening to the intro where Sizemore says, "You asked for it," I said the words wrong because as many times as I've heard him say it, I didn't remember that he said, "Here it is."
We
just thought it was.
We jumped into it.
It's a podcast, but yeah. So I remember some things I don't remember, which also fits with our movie.
Very good. Very good. Very good job, Chelsea. We're talking about Memento this week. I'm really excited to talk about it. It's going to be so confusing as it was with Dexter when we talked about it. But before we get into that, we have a few things to do, which is we did the housekeeping. Yeah. We should have done all this stuff like in reverse order, but
we switched it up. I did it instead of you.
Oh, okay. We did the housekeeping, but we now have the charity that we're going to do.
The wrong one that you have pulled up in front of you right now.
Oh, really? This is the one that you texted me.
I texted you two things. One of them is the HILGOS.
Okay. Yeah, they're two different links.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me pull up the second one you did, which was the HILGOS.
HILGOS, HILGOS.org. And it has to do, it's a charity that has to do with art and people with memory loss. And That's right. It helps them communicate through art.
So their mission statement is to support and encourage the ongoing process of artistic creation with people who have memory problems and or Alzheimer's and who require assistance in creating art that is meaningful and enriching. The HILGOS Award has been created. So, Memento, the story is very, very all about memory.
Confusing. I don't think we're going to be able to give like a straight up, we're just going to have to give our thoughts on this movie and say, you guys go watch it because it's going to break my brain to try and explain it.
It's about not being able to make new memories. Mm-hmm. It's all about kind of memory loss. And
he has anterograde amnesia.
That's right. We
like Dory.
Chelsea and I, we have folks who have been in our lives directly and kind of tangentially who have been affected by dementia and Alzheimer's. So with Memento being all about memory, we've thought that this is a really good idea to give back to any kind of Alzheimer's research or Alzheimer's support. So in that case, we have the HILGOS Award.
You go to their website, you can see a lot of the artwork that they've done. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And there's a book and a film called I Remember Better When I Paint.
All right. So HILGOS.org. Go ahead and go there. We're going to donate $22.
I'm going to go $22 because that is how many tattoos the main character Leonard has on his body in Memento.
That's right. Originally it was going to be $20 because this movie came out in the year 2000. But Chelsea's like, let's do the tattoos.
Like, don't be a cheapskate.
I was like, oh my God.
$2.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a big spender. I can't help myself.
So HILGOS.org. Go out there and support. It's a
very small charity.
Yeah.
So I love to spotlight kind of smaller, more niche charities and give them some.
Yeah.
Hopefully give them a boost.
I had seen a video maybe a year ago, and it was about music and about how like Alzheimer's patients through music, they would recall memories.
Yeah.
Like there's something about music.
It rewires your brain.
Exactly. And so like it brings them back at least for some moment in time.
Right. For small periods of time.
Yeah. And so, like art, music, it's fantastic. So
yeah, I'll support anything where there's art and music involved and they're doing good for the world, because I think everyone needs a little bit of art and a little bit of music in their lives.
That's right. Which is why you married me. A little bit of art and music.
That's right.
And
you're very creative. Arts and farts and crafts.
Okay. So with that in mind, we're going to go now to our drink.
Mm-hmm. Drink.
So it's kind of warm in our house because my dad and I put up a screen door and we're like, oh, cool breeze.
But so lovely. Let's leave the doors open and turn off the air conditioner.
It doesn't really work that well, but it's still there's a cross breeze. But so we have a frozen drink here. It's got vodka in it, and it's got some frozen, like not Otter Pops, but like actual like frozen kind of like fruit.
Okay.
And then
I think it's weird that you had to clarify.
Like multiple frozen fruit, because in some way it's brain food.
Right? You get a brain freeze if you drink it too fast.
Hey, so because it's feeding our brain, it's helping repair some of those connections. This is it. This is the Memento. Try to remember something longer than 10 minutes ago.
Cheers. And if you're ever too hot and you get a cold drink and then you blow in it and then you get cold air back in your face. That's my life hack. You're welcome.
So healthy. It tastes so healthy. It's kind of like a smoothie.
It's really sweet. What else is in it? Grenadine?
No.
Just fruit and vodka?
It's just like that like super fruit, like Otter Pops, 2 of them, and then some strawberries. There's some strawberries in there.
It was a fruit popsicle kind of a situation.
Yes, but it's
That's
like,
why you had to clarify it wasn't an Otter Pop.
Yeah, no, it's like the natural fruit. So
like beans.
Yeah, like where you like the Go-Gurt, but like not Go-Gurt.
I thought you were going to tell me there were Pedialyte pops in there, which I was like, that's also good for you.
That would have been last week for the Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, we should have done. Oh, but we had Gatorade.
Yeah, we did have Gatorade.
All right.
Well, so let's get into
that's
this.
all the boring stuff.
So Memento came out in 2000, directed by Christopher Nolan. This was his second feature. It was written by his brother Jonathan Nolan. And yeah, I don't remember the first time I saw this movie, but I just remember that I was like, that was trippy as shit.
Every time you say remember or talk about a memory, I'm going to make a little joke in my head. I'll keep it to myself, but just know that when you're like, I don't remember. And when I say I don't remember in my head, I'm going to go, that's funny.
What do you recall about this movie?
Synonyms don't make a difference.
I love synonym.
So here, incidentally, and I think fittingly, I didn't remember how it ended, and I never remember every time we watch it, which is like a handful of times that I've seen it. I'm always like, what is the twist? What is it? I can never remember what it is. And I think it's because it's so confusing. So then I get to the end and I'm like, oh yeah, a twist. That's all I need to know. There was a twist there. What a crazy twist. So I have a hard time committing it to memory because even as Dexter, as soon as it was over, we look at Dexter. What did you think? I'm confused, which is how I've ended it every single time. So I tried to explain it to him this time, and I think I did a better job than I would have before. So I think I understood it better this time.
Yeah.
I can't remember your question. But you just asked me what I recall about the movie.
Yeah.
I recall that I never remember the ending.
The first couple of times you saw this movie, did you?
I was like, it broke my brain. Like I am so confused that by the time it got to the end, I'm kind of a dum-dum. Gets to the end and I'm like, what just happened? Some of it was backwards. Some of it wasn't backwards. So I think it must be really difficult to go into this movie not knowing anything at all. We even gave Dexter a little heads up that it was kind of in reverse so that he wouldn't be so lost. But I don't know how much anyone who doesn't, like, if you're just going in blind, I don't know how much you can follow.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's so hard. It's so hard to talk about this movie. You already kind of alluded to be like, every time you say remember, like it's gonna make a joke in your head. But like what do you remember about this movie at all? Like even going into it, maybe like remembering like the first time you did see it or the first couple times you saw it.
The only thing I ever like fully remember is that he's going after the guy who raped and murdered his wife. And that his friend Teddy is helping him. And then I go back and forth with myself about like, wait, is Teddy a bad guy? Because I can't remember if he's a bad guy or they make you think he's a bad guy, but then he's a good guy, or they make you think he's a good guy and then he's a bad guy. And so I can't ever remember what Joe Pantoliano's role is in it until I rewatched the movie. But that's what I remember officially every time. He's trying to go get revenge.
Do you remember that Carrie Ann Moss is kind of this? She's kind of a damsel in distress, but then the more you learn about her going backwards, that she's like, oh no, you're a piece.
I remember that she's in it.
Yeah, and
I remember that she helps him, and I forgot that she was a piece of shit. Which there's no good guys in this movie.
No,
nobody.
Yeah.
Even the motel front desk guy is like totally ripping off Leonard and renting him multiple rooms because he can't remember that he rented them. Everybody in it is bad. Even Leonard. Spoilers.
And
you think Leonard's a good guy because he's trying to avenge his wife's death. But then when you find out at the end that he finally realizes at the very end that he has already avenged her death. But he doesn't want to remember that he has because he wants his life to have a purpose. And he's not a huge fan of his friend Teddy right then. So in his own system where he makes different ways to remember things, he makes it look like Teddy's the bad guy so that he'll kill Teddy. So he is a terrible person.
Yeah. And like the whole movie, it starts with the death of Teddy. You know Teddy's going to die at the very beginning of the movie because you see Teddy get murdered. Mm-hmm. And everything's kind of going reverse. So what's so interesting about this movie is it is a reverse mystery of, okay, how do we get to this point? And how does all this Sammy Jenkins stuff tie into how Teddy eventually dies? And like in the middle of the movie, maybe like the third quarter of the movie, you almost forget that Teddy dies at the very beginning.
You do
right?
forget.
You're like, oh yeah, hey, there's Teddy again.
Yeah, because he's at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So you're like, and he lives, but he doesn't.
And that's so trippy. So you're like, well, how does he get to the point where he kills Teddy when
Kill them titties.
When all of this stuff is showing that no, Teddy is like leading him on, is helping him get to this point.
Yeah. And then there are certain points where you're like, is Teddy helping him?
Yeah.
And then you're like, because the whole time Leonard has a Polaroid of Teddy and it says, don't believe his lies the whole time. And then you find out that he wrote that there on purpose so that he could trick himself into thinking that Teddy was a liar.
Yeah.
What a trip. We were trying to explain to Dexter how it was being shown in reverse, but not in true reverse. Like it wasn't like being played in rewind. But so Brandon says, you know how on DVDs there's scenes you can skip to a scene? Dexter's like, nope. I don't know. What is this DVD you speak of? I'm like, never mind.
Never mind.
You know how on YouTube there's, I don't know the YouTube equivalent.
When you skip between ads,
like it'd be like if you started a YouTube video at the last 30 seconds and watched it, and then skipped to the 30 seconds before and watched it, and then skipped to, that's what we should have said to him. Dang it.
Yeah.
There's still time.
Yeah, or maybe like more of a macro scale where it's like, okay, so you have the first episode of It's Always Sunny, but then you're like, I want to skip to the third season of It's Always Sunny. Then we're gonna do that, but instead we're gonna start at the last season of It's Always Sunny and go backwards.
Right. Or you could use a show that he like it has more continuity.
Yeah. Owl Hotel.
Owl House. He likes the Owl House.
Owl Hotel.
But today on his paper for school, he wrote that his favorite show was Kipo, the something of the universe. I can't remember what but it's the one where she like turns into an animal.
That's not a real show.
It is a show.
I know nothing about him.
He also said his favorite book was Harry Potter, and I'm like, you've never even read
you don't read
Harry Potter.
You don't read books, you lion.
He's like, I just couldn't think of a book.
Don't believe his lies.
What a little lie. He also said that he lived in Oklahoma, and I was like, you've never lived there.
You've never lived there.
And he's like, oh, then why do I have that in my mind? I'm like, because you like to mess with me and tell me that you were born there. Because you know it bugs me because you were not born there. So he has mementoed himself.
Yes,
he's made himself think he was born in Oklahoma.
And that's a fantastic segue to talk about all of the unreliable narrator-ish stuff about this movie. Because we talked to Dexter.
Everyone on this earth in real life is an unreliable narrator.
That's right. So spoiler alert. For the PG-13 portion of this episode, I talked
spoilers for me because I haven't even heard it.
Talked about this episode with Dexter, and he asked his questions were about, wait, was Sammy Jenkins real? Was his wife real? What's going on with all that type of stuff? And like I tried talking about it, but when it comes down to it, Teddy's like, yeah, Sammy didn't even have a wife. He wasn't even married. He was a fraud, which means that everything. Well, so I will say this.
Okay, back up.
Teddy might have been lying to Leonard in this situation.
That's true.
But assuming he wasn't, Leonard is he's gaslighting himself into believing some aspect of a story so that he can push himself instinctually down a path where he's like, this happened. I need to make myself get into routine. So where it's just natural for me to do stuff.
Conditioning himself.
Right. So I think that's super interesting that he may not remember that he's anything that he's doing from one moment to the other, but he is convincing himself instinctually to make himself believe something. Because
he's still, I imagine, my take on it is that he killed that person and it didn't fix his memory. And so he's still in this limbo of not having closure. And so he doesn't know how to get out of that. So might as well just keep having a reason to go on every day, which it will be to find and kill his wife's murderer.
Yeah. Well, what's the line that you wrote down that I really liked? Right. It's about like time and healing.
How am I supposed to heal if I can't feel time?
Right.
Because time heals all things.
And that's such a great.
That's an interesting thought.
Yeah. Like, yeah. And
it made me think, ooh, good line, Nolan. What's his name? Oh, he goes by Jonah sometimes. Jonathan Nolan goes by Jonah.
Yep.
And the other line that I wrote down was that what Leonard says about his wife is that he can't remember to forget her, which I also love because there are a lot of things in my life I would love to forget instead of why I went into the kitchen. How come that's the thing I forget, but I can't seem to like forget, X's number 2 and 3.
Was I one of those exes?
No, you're not an ex of mine.
Okay, good. I mean, because we weren't together officially.
Should we reestablish our relationship?
Yeah, we weren't officially together. You just stopped. You just ghosted me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Let's you're not an ex of mine.
Let's talk about
Let's not. Let's forget it. And also, let's just say that your memory of it is probably unreliable.
Yeah. I was the best.
And my memory of it is unreliable. And I watched and read some Akira Kurosawa things, his biography and a documentary. And he does a big thing about how all memory is
unreliable.
Fallible. Like it's just everyone's experiences are filtered through their own life, their own brain.
Yeah, as soon as the moment's gone, it is now unreliable because it's filtered through your perspective.
It blows my mind. It's like, what are we doing with then? Well, we're creating a memory. Are we though? We're creating, if 3 people go on a trip, then you're creating 3 different memories that are all going to be skewed to a different direction.
Well, it's like if you go to a concert, me and you go to a concert. Let's say we go to the Eagles, right? I have my phone in my right hand. You have your phone in your right hand. We're both looking at the Eagles up on stage at the same time, at the exact same moment, recording the same song, but the angle is different.
Mm-hmm.
And even that subtle difference of the angle, it's the same moment in time. We both have different perceptions of that same moment.
And I could watch your video and be like, well, I don't remember it like that.
I don't remember it like that. What the
Even
hell?
though that is the actual video.
Yeah, right.
I don't remember that. You want to talk about a couple basics?
Yeah. Go through it, right? Because we skipped all of like the actors and the director. Who directed? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Well, I have do you want me to just give you the facts or do you want to play 2 truths and a lie about Christopher Nolan?
Oh, 2 truths and a lie. Let's do some prestige.
I'll give you one fact about him and it's my favorite fact. Guess when his birthday is? July 30th.
I was about to say it.
Yes, it is.
I was about to say, but you didn't give me.
I thought you were going to say your own birthday, so I stopped. Stopped you.
Hey, you know what I like? Ham sandwiches.
Wait, you got to let me guess. Okay, so I'll give you 2 truths and a lie. Ready?
Okay.
Number 1, Christopher Nolan once directed a James Bond short film for the BBC. Number 2, he crashed a real Boeing 747 for Tenet. Number 3, he doesn't own a smartphone or use email. Which one is the lie?
The James Bond one.
That's right. He never did the James Bond thing, but he did crash a real Boeing, and he doesn't own a smartphone or use email.
That sounds right. That's probably why I answered that. Yeah, I think I knew about the Tenet thing, but I also thought about the Dark Knight. When he like Littlefinger's up there and
That's Game of Thrones.
Dark Knight Rises. So Dark Knight Rises, there's a scene where Bane is like, he's got the mask on, and Littlefinger, the actor who plays Littlefinger, is up there. And it's like this whole big scene where Bane it's this like high flying heist type of thing. And then the plane goes down and crashes. Now that's not Tenet, of course.
But you're like, he's not above doing that.
He's not above doing that
and
stuff.
He did
especially
crash that big truck in Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Right? Or Batman Begins? Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
I can't keep them straight.
It doesn't matter. But.
All right. Round 2.
Okay.
First statement.
Okay.
Christopher Nolan is partially colorblind. 2, he built a rotating hallway for Inception's fight scene. 3, he used CGI for the Trinity test explosion in Oppenheimer. Which one of those is a lie?
The colorblind one?
Nope.
Oh, the Oppenheimer?
The Oppenheimer one is the lie. It was all practical effects. So he is partially colorblind, which I find so interesting as a movie maker. How does that affect the way you make movies, or like your color palette and how you choose anything, costumes, scenes, locations?
Yeah. It's you think of like Beethoven.
The dog movie?
Yeah. Beethoven, when he's like
Charles Grodin?
That's not Beethoven, but like how did Beethoven the dog write that music? Joyful, joyful, I'm a dog, you. But like Beethoven, deaf, and he wrote all this amazing music, but he was deaf and
But was he like deaf?
Yes.
Or was he just like partially like things were muffled?
Well, it doesn't even matter if it was muffled or not. The fact that he was still at least partially deaf.
Paul Simon is almost completely deaf and he's still going, and he's so sad about it, and it makes me sad for him.
Yeah, well, there's only 47 ways to lose your lover at this point for him, right? Because he's deaf. But
I was just wondering why you didn't say 49, because the song is 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover.
Yeah. So,
but he's deaf 3 points. He's 3 points deaf. So he had 47 ways.
I don't know the specifics of his deafness.
I don't either. He's -3 deaf skills.
I mean, you went to physiology class. I never did.
I didn't learn anything.
Yeah.
And I forgot it all.
Anyway, so the fact that Beethoven was 4 points deaf and Christopher Nolan is 4 points colorblind.
Say it in Dungeons and Dragons terms. +4.
He's -4 to dexterity checks.
Okay.
Anyways, I think that's really interesting. Yeah, because it's like when I talked to Travis about aphantasia. You remember talking about aphantasia?
Yeah, where it's like you can't see you can't picture the object in your mind.
Yeah. That's so crazy to me because he is very good at like drafting and like designing. He
things that you need to visualize.
Yeah, he designed 3D printed card holder for Lorcana cards.
Nerd.
Yeah, really, he is
but also very intelligent.
And he's like, yeah, like I just I put it together, I did some draft and blah blah blah, and I printed out some testing, and it's perfect. And I'm like, I can't do that, and I can picture things. I don't know how he does it.
Got a special gift.
But then again, he can't write a stupid song about being sick.
Who can? Only you. So I will say some things about him so that we don't have to play Two Truths and a Lie for 7 hours. That Michael Caine has been in every one of his films since Batman Begins.
My cocaine.
My cocaine.
That's how you say it in his accent. You say my cocaine.
That's right.
That's you're like, oh, that's how you say his name correctly.
And then I have some Jonathan Nolan.
Westworld.
Westworld, yes. Westworld, what about it?
The
Go
Prestige. Ahead. He produced it with his wife.
He co-created Westworld with his wife. It's as far as I read.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the other show that he's now working on with his wife?
Oh, damn it. I knew this. I wanted to say the Leftovers, but no, it's damn it. I know it. And I'm going to be pissed when I don't get it.
It has to do with radiation. Does that help?
Oh, Radiohead.
No. Is that your final?
Oh, Fallout.
Guess? Yes.
Fallout 76.
Fallout, indeed.
Fallout, yeah.
But the Memento movie was based on a short story that Jonah Nolan wrote. It was called Memento Mori. And I should have looked it up. But does Mori mean death? Like death of memory? Like, is that memory death?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Is it Latin for death?
Good question, Bert.
It's a good question, Bert. So that's what I have on the Nolans. We could talk about Guy Pearce for a few minutes. He's not officially Australian.
A reminder of death is what it Memento Mori.
A reminder of death.
Yeah.
Not death of a memory. Reminder of death.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
He was not born in Australia. So
No?
we all think he's Australian, but he moved there when he was 3. That's like, I guess when I tell people, like, I guess if someone asks me, where are you from? And I'm like, Oklahoma. I was born there, but I don't consider myself Oklahoman.
Yeah, where's he from then?
England.
Oh.
But he doesn't talk with an English accent.
No, he doesn't.
But his breakout role, not his Hollywood breakthrough role, but his breakout role was The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, where he played a drag queen, and it's such a good movie. He didn't break through in Hollywood until LA Confidential, which I know is one of your favies.
Yeah.
What are you looking up?
I was looking up Guy Pearce.
Just his picture. You just wanted to look at him?
I just want to see him. Yeah, this movie was the movie that I was like, I really like Guy Pearce. And
Because you hadn't seen LA Confidential yet. Maybe.
No, I hadn't. And then I think the first movie I saw with him in it that was not Memento was The Time Machine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's coincidentally, that is the first movie that I saw in the theater by myself. Nobody else went with me.
Interesting.
Why
did you do that?
I don't know why I remember that being the memory, but
but why were you just decided I'm swinging. I'm a big old 13-year-old adult now. I'm going to go to the movie by myself. I don't know how old were you?
This movie came out in 2000. So if I saw this in 2000, then Time Machine came out after that.
The first time you went to a movie by yourself, you were like in your 20s.
Yeah. I was 20. I was probably 19 or 20.
Makes sense. A lot of kids don't go to the movies by themselves.
Yeah, I was in the Air Force, and I was like, I was in Little Rock at the time. I'm like, oh, I want to see that movie, and I didn't care about asking anybody to go with me. I'm like, I want to go see this movie. It wasn't a very good movie.
Oh no!
But like,
what's your favorite Guy Pearce role? Because he's also an Iron Man, you know.
He is. Yeah. He is an Iron Man. He's in Iron Man 3.
But do you love him in LA Confidential? Is that your favorite Guy Pearce role?
I actually don't like him in LA Confidential.
Okay.
I like him, but I don't like his character because he's such a snivelly little fucker.
Okay.
But I like him in this. I like him in Alien Covenant and Alien Prometheus.
Okay.
Because he plays
he had to be in the makeup chair for a long time for that.
Yeah, Peter Wayland.
Of Wayland Corp.
Yep.
It's all coming back to me.
Yeah.
So that's our main character, Leonard. And then his, I don't know what you want to call Teddy, his cohort, his
handler.
I don't know, this other guy that's with him all the time, and we're not sure if he's good or bad, played by Joe Pantoliano, sometimes known in the business as Joey Pants. I love that. Because doesn't he seem like the cutest little Joey Pants?
He does seem like a cute little Joey Pants.
I love it. And he wrote a memoir called Asylum about his mental health journey and his struggle with depression. And so he also co-founded a charity called No Kidding, Me Too. Actually, sorry, let me change the punctuation on that. No kidding, me too. It's a no kidding question mark. And so if you want to go to that charity also, that is not the one we're donating to this week, but you guys can go find No Kidding, Me Too, and donate to his charity.
What is that charity about?
It raises awareness for mental health. And
no
depression.
kidding?
Me too.
Oh,
I raise awareness for mental health.
That's great. That's great. I do think it's really important to like talk about those types of things openly and like, because like you never know who is going through something, and
everyone is.
I was talking to my dad today at lunch over some menudo.
Oh, menudo.
And we were just talking about like I was talking about like getting to my car after a particularly stressful day or two and like wanting to cry, and it'd be like, okay, this is the perfect time. And then like sucking it up right away. Like,
oh, it couldn't come.
Like I can't. And he was like, I know, right? Like I know it's the right time to do it. I just can't do it. It's just as soon as it happens, I'm done. And so, like that was the first time I had talked to my dad about that.
That's awesome.
And I think that's just something that generally, people can talk about and feel like they relate to others in how they feel about things.
And I will say that it is my opinion that it is great that when men are able to open up to someone, it's typically generally more difficult for men to be open about vulnerable, open about their weaknesses.
Yeah.
So I love that you and your dad had that conversation.
Yeah. And then we drank some more Coronaritas.
How many Coronaritas had you had before you're like, I cry in the car?
Dad, let's cry together. So Pantoliano.
Joe Pantoliano.
He was also in The Matrix, which is a movie.
Carrie-Anne Moss.
That's right. Which came out before this movie. So I wonder how much.
I think she recommended him for this role.
Okay. Yeah.
He's so good in Memento. I was really studying him this time. He's so, I don't know. His acting is just like perfect. Guy Pearce kind of bugs me, but Joe Pantoliano never bugged me.
No, he's so good at being smarmy
questionable
in 1 second. And then like, wait, do I trust you?
Yeah. But also charming.
Yeah.
He's smarming.
Ooh, I like that term.
But it also sounds like a verb. You were totally smarming in there.
Let's talk about Carrie-Anne Moss.
She has a very low key lifestyle. Like I was looking and it was just like telling me who all of her friends are. And I'm like, I don't even know how to trust that information. That she used to be a model. That's all I'm officially sure of.
Yeah. Let's talk about her some more though.
Okay.
All right. There's a scene where they're at the diner and she just subtly raises one eyebrow, and I'm like, that
your knees turned to jelly.
Yeah, and I'm sitting down, I'm like, I can't sink any lower into this.
Like, I thought my back was gonna go out earlier, but now it's gone.
But it's super hot, but also like it's just such a subtle move.
When does she raise her eyebrow? What does he like? What does she raise her eyebrow at?
I don't remember exactly what the line is, but she just does a huh? Like it just the one. Like I can't even like move one eyebrow. I can't.
You're not The Rock.
I'm not The Rock. But it's like, and it's not even like it's a split second of huh? I'm like, that's a really effective
a little subtle nuance. Do you love the word nuance?
Yeah. I a little nuance.
You love her.
I do.
You want to marry her. You want to have like 10,000 of her babies.
I do. I can lay 1,000 eggs.
It would be
It's
like a
like-
seahorse situation.
Are we talking about like
you
the
would love
like
her.
species with Natasha Henstridge?
Splice. No, species. Yeah.
Species, yeah.
No one's talking about that movie. You want to talk about Natasha Henstridge now?
No.
You love Natasha Henstridge. Who else?
Species 2. She's in Species 2 as well.
I know a lot of ladies love Guy Pearce, but
Really?
it's not my tempo.
A lot of ladies? Can you name more than nobody?
What? Really?
Yeah, no, who?
He's like, isn't he like one of the hot? He used to be like a top hot Hollywood.
Who has ever said that?
Oh my gosh! Now I have to look it up. Like, was he ever voted sexiest man of the year or something like that?
I don't know if he ever
I'm
was.
not looking it up right now.
Yeah, but Carrie Ann Moss? Chef's kiss.
She used to be
Yeah.
she has kids. Is that what you said?
No, chef's kiss.
Oh, then you're like, she has kids.
That's my ultimate turn on is if you have kids. Ugh.
Thank God you stayed with me until you knocked me up.
I was about to leave you and they're like, oh, she's pregnant. Oh,
Yes.
rock hard.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
All right, calm down. Let's talk about the guy who played Sammy Jenkins.
Oh, Sammy Jenkins. Yeah. What? I recognize that actor. I don't remember what I recognize.
You recognize him from Groundhog Day.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Ned
Ryerson.
Or am I right? Or am I right? Or am I right? That's what he says in that movie that I love so much. But that's actor Stephen Tobolowsky. He's also really good and plays the same kind of character in as he does in Groundhog Day in Sneakers. And I love that movie so much. And he's so good in that. And he says he was in Spaceballs, but I was trying to remember. Is he the one who's like cross-eyed, or is that he's just like one of Darth Vader's henchmen or something?
I don't remember.
Stormtrooper, maybe.
Dark Helmet.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't think of his Spaceball name.
It's fine. It's yeah. It's fine.
But Stephen Tobolowsky has a podcast.
Oh, really?
So
Have you listened to it?
our competitor. I have not. It's called the Tobolowsky Files, and it's just kind of autobiographical, and he tells stories about himself.
Oh, that's cool.
His life.
That's cool. We should do that.
Well, he has a more interesting life because he co-wrote a movie with David Byrne. What? Called True Stories.
Oh.
And he also survived a broken neck.
Same as it ever was.
So he has a lot more anecdotes than we do.
All right.
I never broke my neck.
No, never.
And I've barely co-written anything.
That's true. You're going to because you're in that single camera class.
Classes are going to kill me this semester.
Yeah. So let's Memento. In all of the Christopher Nolan films, right? Where does this rank in with all of your favorite Christopher Nolan films?
It's towards the top.
Really? What's a close competitor to Memento for you?
I do really like The Prestige.
That's the one I was going to go with. That's the
I
one
like
with
them both better than Inception. But I do like The Dark Knight a lot. Like when that first came out, I was like, oh, good. Like, and then when Heath Ledger was the Joker and I'll just speak for myself. I was nervous. Like that is cast completely wrong. There's no way he can play the Joker. Christian Bale is the most ridiculous choice because he's got that weird underbite.
You must have
and it kind of gives him a little bit of his S's sound like that. But anyway, I loved that movie when it came out. It was a really badass movie.
We saw it in the theaters twice.
I don't remember seeing it twice.
Yeah, we saw it in the theaters twice because the second time I saw it, I was like, this movie's pretty long. It's good.
And
but
see,
it's also
we were both
long.
there, but we have different memories of that.
That's right. Because we're videotaping it on our phones, our Nokia bricks.
What?
Yeah. The Prestige is so good.
It's really good. I do confuse it. Sometimes I have to always do like a double take think in my brain between that and The Illusionist.
The Edward Norton one.
Yeah. So I'm like, Which one is Christopher Nolan's one? It's The Prestige.
Christian Bale and Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman. Mm-hmm. Wolverine, yes. And David Bowie.
Yeah, David Bowie, yeah. Who plays a Tesla in there.
But he played Tesla before Elon went crazy.
That is such a good movie too. I would love to. We should watch that eventually with Dexter, because I think he would, because he likes magic.
Yeah,
he's a magic fan, and like even though there's like real magic in that movie, there's also the twist. The prestige, as they say.
I'm so excited to show him all the twist movies because I don't think he knows that like twists existed before he was born. Yeah. So, and the twists that he's used to nowadays, like there's like it's just a different vibe. The movies from the early 2000s and are different than the movies now.
Yeah. And Christopher Nolan does twist movies. Like even if it's not like the twist is right, like it's not like The Sixth Sense where it's like here's the twist. Like Christopher Nolan does
them better than M. Night Shyamalan.
He does, like there's a twist throughout the movie. Memento, the twist is the weird narrative that you're doing.
Yeah. But I wonder if his brother wrote it that way. Or if it's just a straight up like kind of reverse
like
thriller
mind fuck. Yeah.
But I wonder if he had if he had all the Sammy Jenkins stuff going to. I'd be curious to read the story that they based the movie
like
on.
the screenplay.
See how close it was.
Yeah. The Prestige is kind of like that whole thing is a mind fuck the whole way through. Tenet, I've seen Tenet once and I'm like, I don't understand this.
I have not seen Tenet.
Interstellar is kind of someone like people say like that. It's really confusing.
People love that movie though, and I just not as big a fan.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Inception is a huge one too.
I saw that when we saw that one in the theater. I remember it was like one of the best being in a theater moments when everyone groaned at the end when like it lands on the spinning top, and then it cuts to black, and everyone's like, "What? Oh, no. Come on!" I loved that. Just like group reaction.
Yeah. Dunkirk even I think has like even though like it's based off of historical accuracy, it's still, and I haven't seen Dunkirk, it still has some kind of like weird narrative about it where like the time of it is warped to
he messes with time
a
lot. That's probably because he doesn't own a smartphone and so he doesn't know what time it is ever.
Yeah. He's like, what is it? Is it daylight saving time right now?
And he wears a suit to set, I guess, all the time. So I just picture him with like his like train conductor's pocket watch every once in a while. It's like, oh, it's 2:30.
And now he's doing his next movie is The Odyssey, I think.
Oh man, that'll be a big deal. That'll be an epic.
Yeah.
You can't say it without.
And it'll be like, wait, why are there spaceships in here? I don't know. It must be Inception.
It's going to be told in reverse, though. The boat just ends up back at the harbor. Wah, wah.
Yeah, damn Gorgons.
Do you think Christopher Nolan's movies are a little overhyped because he has had like 2 or 3 like he's had a handful of like major blockbuster hits. So do you think now people just go like, oh, it's a Christopher Nolan movie, it's going to be great no matter what it is?
I think so. Yeah. He is really good in like I think of Guy Ritchie as another one. Like I'm like, oh,
he always does the same style.
Yeah, he does, right?
So you gotta like it.
But initially you're like Snatch, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, some other movie he has.
I can't think of the names of them right now.
And I was like, okay. Like the Sherlock Holmes with Robert.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Not Robert De Niro. Robert
Downey Jr.
I was like, okay, so he's doing all these. Like, I think I like him. No, he's kind of in his thing. I think Christopher Nolan tries to one up himself.
Do you?
Yeah. So,
and he's like by like blowing stuff up. Like Oppenheimer is like, okay, I'm gonna blow up the hydrogen bomb now. It was the hydrogen bomb, right?
Yeah. Atom bomb.
Is it the same thing? I'm
Similar.
showing my stuff right now. My stupid stuff.
Well, I forgot he did Oppenheimer. Like, I know we talked about it already.
That's the only one that he's won an award for.
Yeah. I know we've talked about it in this episode, and I already forgot that he did Oppenheimer.
I do not have a memory of talking about it yet.
No, we talked about it.
Oh, it was in the Two Truths and a Lie.
Yeah.
At
the beginning.
You're right.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, that's right. He did Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Beat Barbie.
And Oppenheimer is like another one where it's like, it's not a traditional narrative. It's like kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So,
like flashbacks and flash sideways.
Yeah. I think those are really interesting ways to tell stories because memory is not linear. We can be we're talking to each other right now, and we can have a thought of like, oh, back then, and then that leads us to something else, which leads us to something else, which then brings us back to the moment.
Mm-hmm. I will say this. Speaking of memory, when Dexter turned 13 on his 13th birthday, and then he left after his birthday party, he left to go to a friend's house to spend the night. So he wasn't even here like the night of his 13th birthday. And so I just sat there by myself and tried to replay his whole life in my head from birth, like in order. And if I found myself out of order, I would back up. No, wait, something else happened before that. And I was trying to just remember every moment of his life. And it makes me sad that so many moments are lost.
How frustrating is that?
Actually, I'm like, well, I guess it has to start back when I was born. So I started I like jumped through my life a little bit because it had to lead me to the point where then Dexter was born and like being pregnant, our in vitro journey and everything like that. And so anyway, we're off topic.
It's like a DVD, right? Where you're like trying to go through different scenes, but then like the DVD is scratched. So it's just like, and you're like, okay, let me rewind a little bit. Maybe it'll go like smoothly through the rest of the scene. Okay, no, fuck it. Skip it. Next scene. Dexter's now 11.
Yeah. Sometimes it was like when I'm watching TV in bed and the dog accidentally steps on the remote and starts fast forwarding my show and I can't find the remote fast enough. And so then I'm like, it's just fast forwarding and I don't know where the remote is. It's hidden in the blankets. Which click? Oh yeah,
that's a good
Do you like that movie?
I do like that movie.
Okay, yeah. I like that movie too.
Yeah.
We've only ever watched it one time. I'm surprised you like it because I know you're not a huge Adam Sandler fan.
Yeah, we saw it in the theaters. Maybe because Christopher Walken is in it, but because it's a very like let's appreciate the time we have with the people we have and not skip past those moments.
I watched so many movies yesterday during my 12-hour tattoo session. And one of the movies I watched was Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh, you watched that? Oh, we watched it again?
Yeah. And you and I had just watched it like the day before or 2 days before. And then you told me the thing about Tony Todd, like giving his message to his fans. And so I wanted to go back and watch it anyway, just that part to see like, so I could really absorb what Tony Todd said in that scene. So I saw it again and I got emotional because it was so sweet. His, enjoy every second of your life. I'm going to enjoy the time I have left and you should do the same.
Yeah. Good luck.
This is not on topic of Memento.
No, it's not. But that as soon as you know that Tony Todd is saying that to us, like
he loves me and he knows
I teared up when I watched it the first time. And this time, and every time I watch it, I will tear up.
I will too. Yeah. Gosh, it was a good movie, but that scene was so good. And he improvised that and it's so lovely.
Yeah. So that's what Memento
He's not
is
in
about.
Memento. He died. R.I.P.
There are no black people in Memento, as a matter of fact. I don't think there are any.
Didn't remember anything.
Yeah. Christopher Nolan hates black.
Oh my God. Don't break news here.
Okay.
The only other thing I have to bring up is that the guy who plays Bert, the hotel clerk, his name is Mark Boone Jr. And I was like, he is a very popular character actor. I'm like, what? I must have seen him in something because he looked so familiar to me. Did he look familiar to you?
He does, yeah.
Do you know anything you've seen him in?
Memento.
Oh, okay. Like, I just saw him in Memento in that last scene, but I'm still watching Memento. I think most people would know him from Sons of Anarchy. I guess that was like he was a big deal in that. But he was in Batman Begins, it said, as maybe like.
Was he Liam Neeson in that movie?
Yeah, he was Bane. He was in Armageddon.
Okay.
He's
Bruce
in
Willis?
30 Days of Night.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to have to believe you. But he also used to do stand-up alongside his fellow comedian stand-up friend, Steve Buscemi.
Huh.
And I was like, dear Google, was Steve Buscemi a stand-up comic? Yes, he was.
Wow.
A comedian.
Yeah, that makes sense why he was in Mr. Deeds then.
He's in all. I don't even remember if he's in Mr. Deeds, but he's in all those. Oh, this fruit has gone right to your brain.
Chelsea,
my drink is empty.
Yeah, that's why it's brain food. Chelsea, last thoughts for Memento.
It's a hard one to try and explain and try and talk about, which is probably why we had trouble staying on topic. You can't really talk about it scene by scene. There's too many scenes.
Yeah.
But it's a fabulous movie, and I think Dexter will want to watch it again to try and figure it out. You have to. Sorry. You have to watch it again. I choked on my drink.
I think we should watch this movie again. Because that eyebrow is just
oh my god.
It's
so great. It's streaming on Prime, so you can just rewind that all night long.
I'm gonna freeze
doing her
frame
little
it.
eyebrow up and down like she's a Mega Man eyebrow.
I'm gonna make it into a GIF.
You should.
Just like when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna have my alarm set and be like,
it's gonna be set to the sound of her eyebrow raising. And what's the sound it makes? Sexy.
That's the Berlin song, Sex.
I don't know that song.
It's
I know George Michael's I Want Your Sex.
No, Berlin is like, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm a man, I'm a lover, I'm a man. And it's
I don't think this song really
it exists. Berlin, Sex, look it up. All right. Everybody go out there.
Mention the charity one more time.
Go out there. Go to the charity that we've chosen.
HILGOS.org.
That's right.
HILGOS.org.
We're gonna put $22 towards it. We hope that you do the same,
or even $2 hairs,
or as much as you want. Show us up. We don't care if you show us up if you go above and beyond. But go ahead and do that. If you want to send us some email, we're at OurReelRelationships@gmail.com. We are on Instagram. We're at Bluesky. I'm at Barnyard Cruise.
Shell to the Sea Cruise.
That's right. Hit us up. We will respond to it. Bob Carroll, thank you so much for reacting to our stuff. We can't wait for you to watch Cabin in the Woods.
Oh my. He has to.
You have to. He responded to our Instagram.
I think, is it the one where he said, is it going to be too scary for me to even listen to the review? Is this movie too scary for me to listen to the podcast?
That's right. He did say that. Let's see. What did he say? Bob, you said this. You said, before I listen,
Bob voice.
Before I listen, can you tell me if the review is too scary? And then Chelsea says, "Scary, awesome."
That's right.
So excited. This one is not.
What I should have told him in response to that was like, "You came up so much in that podcast. You're gonna want to listen to it. You were like the main topic."
Yeah.
And here we are again, just talking about Bob.
Basically, if any of you hit us up, we will talk about you.
And then the other 6 people can hear us talk about you.
That's right. And then they'll be like, "Wait, I
Who is this Jeff?
I want to be talked about. Talk about me.
Who is this Travis?
And that is how we talk about all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your best Travis voice. It can't sound like Bob.
Hey guys.
Oh no.
Hey guys. We got a new job. We're the Smiling Friends.
Oh no.
All right. Anyways,
Travis.
we're done. Thank you all for listening. We
don't know
appreciate
what
you.
we're watching next week, but
No idea.
We'll let you know.
Next week is our last week before we go on our family vacation. So
aloha, everyone.
It's going to be something good. We will figure it out. But until then, I am Brandon.
I'm Chelsea.
And we will see you or talk to you then.
Then is when?
That's the wrong song.
When is then?
It's fine.
That's not, you asked for it. Oh. Oh my God, it's rocking.
Wrong button. That's the round and bases one. That's the wrong button. Brandon, you stupid son.